Carlo Ancelotti's AC Milan side of 2006-07 won both the Champions League and the Club World Cup. An 8-point deduction following the Calciopoli verdict left AC Milan adrift at the beginning of the league season. But that allowed Ancelotti to focus his attentions on Europe and the competition he'd already won with the club in 2003. Ancelotti's tenure at AC Milan was remarkably and consistently successful. He won 2 Champions Leagues, the Club World Cup and Serie A, as well as a number of other trophies. Ancelotti has been characterised as a tactically flexible man-manager, a coach who regularly adapts to get the best from star players with whom he's able to build a great rapport. He evolved his side from the one that he inherited from Fatih Terim in 2001, but midfield dominance was a central tenet throughout. Carlo Mazzone, the coach at Brescia, had converted Andrea Pirlo from a 10 to a deep-lying playmaker during Pirlo's loan there from Inter Milan. Although Pirlo had been purchased by AC Milan the previous season, it wasn't until 2002 that the regista was able to make an impact. With Rui Costa, another playmaker in the 10 role, and the energy and technical excellence of Clarence Seedorf and Gennaro Gattuso shuttling and shielding. The midfield diamond formation evolved into the famous Christmas tree, or 4-3-2-1, the next season, with Kaká joining the then reigning European champions. Crucially, Cafu also arrived to combat the deficiency in natural width that is always an issue for centrally heavy sides. Cafu, one of the world's greatest ever right-backs, arrived from Roma in 2003, adding dynamism and footballing intelligence to a side already brimming with creative talent. Fast forward to 2006-07 and AC Milan had almost perfected the Christmas tree. But such a formation has 2 inherent issues. Insufficient defensive solidity centrally, if there are too many playmakers, and a lack of width. Ancelotti addressed the first by pairing Massimo Ambrosini with Gattuso to shield Pirlo in the defensive midfield area. Seedorf played alongside Kaká in the attacking midfield line, but as Jonathon Wilson notes in Inverting the Pyramid, both Pirlo and Ambrosini were comfortable advancing, and Seedorf equally could play in a more defensive role. Crucially, even Gattuso was a technically competent midfielder, so everyone could pass well and shift positions. The image of 2 crunching aggressive runners alongside the elegant Pirlo is false. Width was created as AC Milan moved from a more static flat back 4 to one with attacking fullbacks. Cafu's acquisition was key, and by 2006-07 Massimo Oddo was pushing him all the way, even starting the Champions League final. Marek Jankulovski was excellent on the left and is generally underappreciated in the history of the role's development, possibly because he was one of the less obvious stars in a star-studded team. This meant AC Milan could dominate the middle but still defend and attack on the flanks, without requiring Seedorf and Kaká to shift into more of a 4-3-3 and thereby lose the formation's central dominance. So how did AC Milan actually play? Well, the focal point in attack was Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi ran in behind or played in the box looking for crosses from the fullbacks, but it's also noticeable how much he dropped off to contest aerial balls and even ran the channel so Seedorf and Kaká could play through the centre. Alberto Gilardino also played a significant role up front, providing a more physical presence than Inzaghi and actually outscoring him in all competitions in 2006-07. Kaká and Seedorf had differing roles in the second line of the 4-2-3-1. Kaká could roam, though usually he'd be found in the centre or right half space. His key function was to carry the attack through his dribbling excellence before playing the ball on or shooting. Seedorf, more robust under pressure, excelled at taking the ball from the deeper midfield line or the wide spaces, playing it back and then peeling off to attack the box. He would also drop quite deep, especially when Milan were transitioning from a mid-block having won back possession, occupying a kind of left midfield role. Behind this, the common conception is of Pirlo orchestrating from deep, with Gattuso and Ambrosini protecting him. While Pirlo did occupy the primary playmaking role, Gattuso would also drop towards the centre-backs to pick up the ball and begin attacks with short passes, while Pirlo pushed forwards to find space between the lines. Ambrosini would push into the left half space, especially if Seedorf was more central and Kaká was further forward or wide. These purportedly destructive midfielders had far more of a role in constructing attacks than is often remembered. Though Pirlo won...
Alright, we'll leave it there now. That's loads of explanations done. Right, episode 12. God, we're getting there. We're on the second episode of the third season already. So we're dealing with, that's Carlo Ancelotti's famous Milan team. An absolutely outstanding midfield. brilliant players all around the midfield, brilliant players all over the field really, but geez, that midfield was super on paper and on the field. So yeah, I thought it was a Milan diamond, so that's what I called it from the episode, but it's actually more of a Christmas tree formation. So we'll be playing that today. It's 4-3-2-1 basically. I should have saw what John Wilson wrote about it in the book. He actually only dedicated a paragraph to it, but I picked it out anyway because they're a famous team, and I said fuck it, we'll go with it. This is the last chapter of the book, Inverting the Pyramid. It gets a lot into it, squeezes a lot into it. I'll just see, here it is. AC Milan are the best modern exponents of 4-3-2-1, although theirs is rather more attacking than France's had been. When they won the Champions League in 2006, Kaká and Seedorf were the advanced midfield presences, without Andrea Pirlo operating as a regista behind them, flanked by the snapping and starring of Gattuso and the unfussy efficiency of Ambrosini. Again though, the key is fluidity. Both Pirlo and Ambrosini are comfortable advancing, and Seedorf equally can play in a more defensive role. So that's what he wrote about it. But I said I'd go with it anyway. He wrote very little about it, but I'm going to go with it anyway because it's a famous team. A fantastic midfield. So yeah, the chapter is the last chapter of the book. Kind of describes the turning world, where football is going. Kind of dedicates to where it's going, and it kind of carries on from the Milan team, the early 90s through 2005. So that 15-year period kind of squeezes it onto a chapter, and he kind of explains that tactics are moving really quickly now with the advanced technology, the video analysis these days. So tactics are moving very quickly. People are very willing to change. If a team in Africa or Asia or somewhere in the world trying out a new formation, it's working, it'll be snapped up, it'll be found, people will record it, it will be spread. Whereas before, when we were doing La Nuestra and the Hungary team, La Nuestra in Argentina was there for 30 years, no one knew about it, the passing style, because there was no TV back then, no cameras. Same with the Hungary team, 1954, they hammered England. England didn't know anything about that style, that passing style, when they arrived at Wembley. There was no TV really back then, so the only way tactics were spread was through coaches and players, so it spread really slowly. The turning world now with technology these days, you can spread tactics, send an email, basically with a video, very quickly. So there's no hiding your tactics these days, everything's out in the open, you can exploit any tactics. He goes big into Eastern European teams, Scandinavian teams and African teams in this one as well, because he just wants to explain how they're catching up now with the big traditional powers. The Croatias of this world are catching up with your traditional France, Italy, Argentina, all these ones. So yeah, he gives and he also probably wants to sell the book in these areas as well, so he has to include them really. Goes on with the African Nations Cup and Eastern European teams. So there's a load of formations, and this one squeezes all into the last chapter, about 15 years. There's so many formations nowadays that he just tried to squeeze them on in. So here we have Germany, 96, sweeper, one of the last formations with a sweeper. Sammer was outstanding, of course, great player. Here we have the France team, 4-2-3-1, Euro 2000, yeah, 4-2-3-1. Can't even make the head or tail of that. Shakhtar, Germany. See, these are Eastern European teams here now. Australia, I also want to sell the book down there. Estonia, he includes. Klein in 3-5-2. Who's this? Oh, this is the African Nations Cup, Egypt and Cameroon. He was on about. Mourinho's Chelsea, they were a great team as well. Robin, Drogba, Duff, Makelele, Essien, Lampard, super team there. 4-1-2-3, 4-3-3 really. Roma against United. Totti, it's the one where they ruined them, isn't it? With Alan Smith and Rooney Tevez Smith. United ruined them. The interchange in there he goes on about. So yeah, changing worlds, tactics spread a lot quicker these days. So we're going, yeah, Milan's Ancelotti's diamond we're doing today. We're going to give it 9 games, see how we go. Just change it there now a second. Right, are we up and running? We are. So yeah, we got off to an okay start in fairness. And not super, but I was kind of half a true. I thought we were going to be a disaster, but we kind of bucked up towards the end. Now we were playing easier teams though, that's the only thing. Our run was pretty easy. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, so I have a couple of articles I read as well on those players on the Milan team, so I'll talk about those later on. Because he wrote very little about that Milan team, but I found in my Simon Cooper book there articles on Pirlo and not Pirlo, Maldini, Seedorf, Kaká. He did articles on those, so I'll talk about those players. Right, so we were playing Rochdale. I went looking for a goalie, still on the hunt for one, trying to get Eddie Gustafsson in. He wants big wages on his sell-on. He only wants $250,000 sell-on. Beat him. He's really greedy. He's really using us. Trying to get out of here as quick as possible if he does well. I also look for a full-back. Victory gets injured, we're done, we're screwed really, no left back after I sell him McGlinchey. So I've spotted this guy Cardiff. His stats are really good. Left back, but his ratings are only alright. And it worries me because Warren does the same, but in stats but shit average ratings. Lockwood as well, I had success with him before, handy enough. Well, if a few guys are low and they don't want to come in after this guy contract, he's not going to get a permit though. It's very good. The Hoyan, Armenian, he's a lot of caps though. Anyway. So yeah, in the book he goes, so what we've been, he kind of traces all along throughout the book where he fit the playmaker. So, yeah, save that, lads. Load, here we go. Ancelotti's diamonds, more of a Christmas tree really. Sachi's Milan. Ancelotti's Milan diamond, okay. So yeah, he kind of tracks in the book where he fit the playmakers. So we started out with a 2-3-5, like that. At the very start. And it's kind of apt for this one. So the inside forwards are really your glamorous players, your playmakers, your luxury players. The guys who's play there. So after a while then they were getting crowded out the crosses, so they dropped them out here. Remember I was doing the 1953 Hungary team. Hidegkuti was here, 10th position. Maradona as well. Again they were getting crowded out because people were dropping back their centre half. So they, after a while then, 4-4-2 came along. Playmakers shifted in here. Your Zidanes and your Paul Scholes and these guys. And then this team then had Pirlo here. So all the time the playmaker was dropping down the field. He started here. Here, Maradona, Hidegkuti, back here to Scholes, Zidane, and finally back here to Pirlo, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric and these guys. So dropping him back down the field, basically trying to find space for them, where they could play, where they could operate. So we'll have Pirlo in that kind of role, so I'll go over that. I'll load that again. Alright, okay, so we have 4 at the back. Cafu going forward, very important, and Jan Kalavsky. Was Jan Kalavsky or Kaka Kaladze? I think it was Jan Kaladze they said. So Pirlo, you're the humdrum. Play him here, really, pivote position, or you could put him here like they did at Christmas tree and drop him back in, pick up the ball. Gattuso and Kaka, and up front Inzaghi. So there we have it, Christmas tree, really. Yeah, this we could do that. We'll leave it with that for now. It's kind of really like that. He'd really be here. Alright, so these guys running in. Kaka anyway, yeah. Gattuso, yeah. Go at him. Alright, team instructions. Attacking, short, normal. They weren't the real hard attacking team, except for Gattuso, of course. We put him on tackling. And Ambrosini. Pressing offside, yeah, okay. Alright, so we're playing Rochdale. Oh, this is the League Cup. We'll put out the resis, the reserves. So Marsh, come on again now, boy. Kept the clean sheet in the last one. Victory has to go again. Duff is nearly back. Duff has the Cafu role, of course. You have to get back quick because, Jesus, having FA Soldiers, Cafu will be in front of the man. Jesus. Soldiers an attacking fullback. It's not going to work. I don't want to play Victory. We get some reserve in there. I want to rest them. Any young fella there. Left back. Sawyer. Yeah, you're in, Sawyer. Your chance. The Jan Kalavsky role. Centre defenders, we go race side. Left legged, yeah, and Butler. Yeah, Branston and Warren is injured, of course. Disaster for signing he's been. Warren Collins and Weir have got a few injuries. I've changed the training back. Where am I going? Runner Sachi, big intensive tactical training. 11 fellas on the pitch, no ball. Reacting. Right, midfield. I'm going to put. Who do I Weir's out? I want to give him a run. Who do I need to give a run to? It's not going to suit my wingers now. We'll see very little of Roberts and Ekanga and Barnes now with this formation, unfortunately. I want to rest Mahan and Lundy. I'm going to put in my defence midfielders. Where's Thompson? Talbot. I'm going to have to put in right midfielder Roberts. Attacking midfielders Renner, Barca, Adolfo, Stonebridge. Barca, we're going to start you. Fuck, we have a few injuries, alright. That's working against us. Where's Talbot? Yeah. We've got playing Thompson there. He's a better passer in the parlour role. But Talbot's passing. 9. Fuck it. Thompson is 18. Yeah. Right. Captain Thompson. Never leaves us down. Alright, lads. Get off to a good start now. On Sawyer, best of luck, kid. Yeah. Rochdale. At home. Come on. Mince them, lads. Right, 1-0. That's alright. Stonebridge. That's formation should suit him, really. He's the fulcrum. Up there on his own, Inzaghi role. They had Shevchenko and Crespo as well knocking around at the time. They played 4-4-2 against Liverpool in the Champions League the year after, I think. That's where I got my diamond idea from. 4-4-2. Come on, Renner. You usually never let me down. Is he right or left footed? Either. Come on, Barca, we should be making shit of these guys. Tony Adams. Playing well as well. Fuck, he's playing very well. He was available on free transfer. Massive wages. Oh, fucking hell. Monthly contract. 30 grand. They're only in Division bloody 2, I think, as well. They're getting the money for that. Great sign, you can get him, of course. On Sawyer. Ah, bollocks, Sawyer. Just give away that for. It's like the Everton bloody full-back yesterday. They got everyone on the young fella, the wing-back. Gave away a goal straight away. Braithwaite or something his name was. Gave away the free kick and then got caught marking. Poor marking. Young fella. That's it. Well done. Jesus. Clinical. Well, 7 from 9. Got 2 goals. Take it. Sawyer, unlucky man. Threw you in there, too young. God, I have no backups in the full backs. I'm gonna get caught there. Good soldiers. In nothing like. Morales on the floor all season. Rayside, Butler who got the assists. Thompson and Talbot. Good stuff. Yeah, so in that chapter he writes a great, he writes a trio, or Jonathan Wilson. Jesus, I could have it up for 11 months. Pull back. Nah. Try to get this guy in a loan, he won't come in, no fucker. He's listed for loan. Like, boy, he won't come down to the championship. Jesus, now, if we're struggling, he'd be good backup, right back, but good for him again. Jeez, a massive wages actually there. Fuck it. He writes a good lament to one Roman Riquelme. He writes 3 or 4 pages on him. Basically, like, where does this modern playmaker, where does he fit in the modern game? A guy like Riquelme, a guy who won't run around, basically. Every manager these days wants 11 fit guys to run around. Yes, John Welch is coming in. That's perfect, he can cover both full-back positions. Yes, delighted. Not too bad either. 20 passing. Marking 18. Stamina, strength, tackling. Fuck it, great option. Good man, Welchie. Pinheiro, yeah, I tried to bring him. I hate him in this game, actually, never get any success with him. That's how panicking I am with Williams in goal. Yeah, so that's a good lament to Riquelme, because modern manager, they all want 11 guys who'll run, who'll stick to a system, whereas Riquelme is really lazy, but he's just a genius with the ball at his feet. So where do you accommodate him, where do you fit him? So he kind of went through his career in the book, and fuck this guy in a Betsy. He won't even go down to the championship. Fucking, we're not even that far, yeah. Goes through his career with all the clubs and how managers fell up with him and where they tried to fit him in a 4-3-3, in a 4-4-2, in a 4-4-1-1. Got this guy in, but he's not gonna get a permanent, I'd say. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's a good article, like, because he never made it Barca, because I think it was Charlie Rayach or Lawrence Serra Ferreira's manager, I don't know. There had no time for him, and then he went to Villarreal and they were there to start and fell out with Pellegrino then. He does right, he's playing in a 4-1-1, playing in the hole, but that formation's kind of dying out. He goes on with his Argentina career and everything, and that Argentina love their playmakers in the 10 position instead of the deep lying playmaker like nowadays. Argentina still love their number 10. Alright, okay. Do I need him now with Welshie? Yeah, what worries me is his ratings, average ratings. IJ Anderson. IJ. That's a fucking worry, like. Yeah, we'll see what he wants anyway. Wants to be indispensable, Jesus. 4,600. He's on good wages, yeah. Cheap though. Oh. Fuck it now. I'm just gonna stick with Welsh. And we'll see how it goes. And come back in for really fucked. You're right, playing backup anyway. Yeah, so they call their playmaker number 10 the hook. He's like a link, a hook between midfield and up front. But he kind of they compare Riquelme to court jester, and he's just an entertainer, a pure entertainer. But he needed the king's crowd to protect him, so he's a real entertainer in the field. But he needs 10 guys around him to protect him and accommodate him, basically. So it's like he needed the king's court to protect him, the jester, when he's clowning around. No one touches the court jester under the king's rules. He insulted you. Right, well, not a fucking huge win there, like, it's Rochdale, but anyway, get my first teamers out now. Playing at home to Preston. Right, come on, Williams, you're actually playing well. Lately, Jesus, he is. Yeah, maybe it's my fucking zonal defending wasn't working yesterday. Right, Victory are back. Duff's still injured. I go straight with Welsh. Right foot. Yeah. Fuck it, so you've enough chances there. The Liverpool loanee, the youngster, Branston. Butler and Race, I both played well. Who got more tackles? Butler really got stuck in. Butler or Moore? Moore's morale superb. What more? Right, my midfielders. So yeah, we could go two defensive midfielders here, like Gattuso and Ambrosini. So we could put Thompson and Talbot in there, but fuck it, I can't drop Mahan and Lundy really. So they're gonna have to go in there. I know they're more attacking than Gattuso and Ambrosini. Then, as I said in that video, they did go forward. Gattuso and Ambrosini, they're more rounded players. So I can justify playing these guys. Right foot, what's Lundy? Right only. Thompson or Talbot? My Perlo role, I should put a dot for. I really liked it in real life. The Perlo was number 10 and they brought him back to the field, the passer. We could do the same with a dot for. And number 10, and he's brilliant in passing, 20 passing. Talbot was better. We'll start with Talbot now. So I want a dot on the hole because Collins is injured. Talbot and Lundy. And Barsaman, Adolfo. Either foot. Right, so I'll swap around there, lads. And Dunwell. How did Roberts get on in that role? An 8. Marsoje. Butler. Thompson. Need a more attacking player than him, really. Barnes. Playing too well to drop, really. Put him in there. Even there if we're stuck. Should put Renner on the bench really because he can cover both those guys. Not Barnes. Is there a chance, Renner? Oh, Sufo's back. Hey. Brilliant. Alright, lads, give it to him. Give him fucking hell. And Johnny Welch. Preston. Where are they playing? Kit Simons, pick him up now, Talbot. Don't let him come in there unmarked. Fuck, I never. Bloody hell, never changed all that, of course. Mahan zonal, Talbot zonal. You go on. Who's the guy? Simmons. Who's he? Stephen Simmons. Not too bad. Pick him up. No, not him. No. none. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Take these guys off marking after a while, but zone is fine because they were really workers. Tuso and Ambrosini. Alright, let's go. Long shots. Had that on yesterday and we were fucking missing a shitload. Alright, enough bollocksing. Let's get at him. Bamboozling with tactics. My players. Let them out and play. Yes, right off. Yes, by Daffo, the real caca of our team. Yes, that hat trick done well. Ah, bollocks. Too good to be true. One shot, that goal is really wrecking my head. Fuck, first shot and goal, he left in. He's not concentrated at all. And give him nothing to do. God, he's really wrecking my head now at this stage. Jeez, we're killing them. 7 shots to target, or 8. And Dalford of the boy. Come on, lads. Clean up Dave James. Or Calamity James and goal. Yes, another one. Embarrassing. Excuse me. What there, lad? Shit, I put on my fielder there. Fuck it. Put it down, fall back. On the parlour roll. Drop back there and pass it. Pass him to death. Adolfo. Fuck, I can't get my throat clear. Excuse me. Apologies. Another one, Lundy. Very good. It's like our first game yesterday. 5-2, walloped them. That's the job, lads. Oh, this really suits us. This formation is really central. Ever with 2, of course, and Cafu and Jankonovski providing for us all. Board of light. So yeah, and that's Simon Cooper Booker wrote an article with Maldini. So that wasn't too bad. It was a good enough for an article, but just on about his longevity. Lockwood, I don't need you know, lad. Back up. What did he want? Jesus, and he wants more wages than the Cardiff guy. He wants to be indispensable. You know, who does he think we are? Around about his longevity, how he's such a long career. But like around Milanello, the famous training ground, it's real head of sports science. That place is really famous. Really ahead of its time with the stuff they're doing in Milanello, the training ground. Big in sports science. They really extended guys' careers. Got a lot of years out of Costa Maldini and these guys, Nesta. So they're big into their sports science. It's helped. But they said one of the big reasons was they reckoned when he was interviewing coaches and players, staff, and in the Milanello training ground, there says when Maldini leaves the training ground, he really leaves training ground. He leaves his work at work. He never talks about football at home. He says with the family and with the mother or with his wife and with the father. He never really talks football. Just leaves all his worries behind in the training ground. So he's not obsessing and thinking about football. He's at home, so he's not stressing about games. So his games, he's never worrying and stressing. Real cool head. So that means, you know, he really good mental health, no worries. So they reckon that was a big thing. He wasn't stressing. That really extended his career. He just wasn't the guy to stress and worry about things. That helps the healthy body, healthy mind. They were saying they're all linked. I'm going to read where it says it. It said, yet none of this quite covers him. There's something supernatural about his body, as if he were a Greek god, poorly disguised as a human. To remain a great footballer at age 36, as hardly anyone in history has, you must always have taken perfect care of yourself. Milan's training ground, Milanello, offers glimpses of an explanation. The sunny ideal on a hill above Lake Como comes alive a few minutes before 10 each morning, when a parade of people carriers carrying multi-millionaire footballers pushes past armed guards. Maldini has made this commute for 20 years. Between training sessions, he sleeps in the Milanello bedroom. He says, it's almost as though all your worries stop at the gate. This is the ideal manner to get the best out of you. It would appear so, for Maldini is not alone. The back four likely to face Liverpool is an average age of 33, with Costa Curta at 39. This is because of the Milan lab. The club's medical team has discovered the secret of eternal youth. The lab is always testing players' muscle, brain, heart, breathing, psyche, etc., and then analysing the data with computers. Whereas other teams still run laps together, each player at Milan follows his own accustomed regime. It works particularly if you're a Greek god starter, so the perfect body anyway, Maldini. Adriano Galliani, Milan's vice president, reports Paolo's biological age is much lower than his actual age. Tests we've done now are better than 3 or 4 years ago. As they say, it's partly a matter of how old you feel. Maldini believes that stress consumes energy. He tries to avoid it by not thinking about football outside working hours. He never reads La Gazzetta dello Sport, Italian soccer's daily pink Bible, never appears on TV or gossip rags, never talks about soccer with his wife and sons, and seldom even with his dad. His dad is famous, of course. Cesare Maldini played for Italy and Milan and all this real football dynasty, the Maldinis. Paolo Maldini's son was involved in the AC Milan youth set up at the moment, 3rd generation. Almost a decade after he stopped appearing as a disc jockey on radio. At Ajax, David Ent cites Maldini to young players as an example of how to manage their lives. When Ent told Maldini this, Maldini replied that he felt honoured. Not only that he actually looked honoured. This is not a trick of the mind required to remain great. Despite knowing you are great, you have to feel humble. Everyone talks about this, you manage it. If Maldini ever retires, the Milan lab would presumably clone him. Jeez, if we could. Imagine him trying to score against 4 Paolo Maldinis. So he was actually right-footed. I never knew that about him. Yeah, sorry, because he's in this game plays defender left centre, but he was right-footed when he came to me. When he came onto the Milan senior team, and they just drilled him to practice with his left, and sure he's so talented then. There's no bother to him. Said he could just adapt to no problem. He's a really good trainer as well. They said even games against the youth team, he'd be treated like it was a Champions League. He'd be giving everything 100% and then just leave it at the door. Then is the important bit. When you get out of the training ground, there's an interesting bit at the end. I'm going to read it after this about the fans. I was amazed when I read it. What the fans thinking. Alright, Duff is back. How do Welsh get on? 7. He'll be a good backup on the bench now. I have to get a midfielder on the bench though. That really came a crapper when I put his alpha back there. Duffer back in the Cafu role to really suit you. I've got Soldier or Welsh. Both, so Welsh can play in midfield. That's perfect. Sufo. We're all coming back. Great stuff. Renner injured. How's he lacking match practice? He has played him 4 times this year. Fucking hell. Disappointing. Right, when we got another attacker. Barnes or Roberts or Ekikanga or Muir. Stonebridge, Barnes. Right, Talbot, keep going, Lundy. It's a great start. Rotherham away. Perfect. So we'll go marking. We'll go zonal this time. Talbot, that's perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, all saved. Right, lads. Get in, that boy. Talbot, he's playing well. Doing Perlo proud. Bollocks. That bollocks even the first shot again. Fuck's sakes. It's becoming a regular now. First shot and goal is a goal. First shot and target with him. Fucking hell, we're 1-0 down before we even start the game with him in goal. Fucking hell, even another one? Jesus. Playing better than us, right? Absolute dog shit he is. Come on, let's get a goal. Fuck it. After a great start. Now we're just as good as him. God, I'm sick of him now. What's going on with the other guy? Gustafsson. You fucking make up your mind, man. We need ya. Jesus. Quickly. They're really killing me. I'd have to make a change. Who's not fucking cut yet? Actually, who's a game changer? None are really Sufo. Couldn't have got done well though. Barnes. We'll have to leave it. Oh, come on, Duffo. Get in. Jeez, we're killing them. Yes, Duffo. It's the stuff. Madge, come on. This is pointing Madge. Barsum. Get over there. Barnes, you can do it all. Come on, let's win this one. Close, it'll be great to win. Oh, they Ryan Williams. Should have marked him. Oh, get in! Get in! Oh, I done well. Oh, get in. Fucking hell, we're absolutely battering them. Look at this. Don't give away a goal, lads. We deserve this. Shit. Whoa, Ryan Williams already caught us. Jeez, we whipped them. We still only crawled over the line. God, fucking goal is wrecking my head. Jesus, when he's bad, he's really bad. He really drives me crazy. Jeez, they fucking did great running. He's all over the field. We did well to beat them. How's Ryan Williams getting on? Of course he scored. God, 4 goals, 1 assist. Well, I've done well. Jeez, I can't. Dropped on well for Sufo. Brilliant, like, goal and assist. How's Lundy getting on? 6, yeah. Alright, great win, lads. Well done. We're up to 3rd. Come on. Board happy. So yeah, right at the end then he writes a little note. It says, in February 2009, this is about Maldini, when the 40-year-old Maldini, 40, fuck, I imagine my professional 40. Maldini played his last derby against Inter before retiring. The Inter fans held up a banner that said, for 20 years our opponent, but in life always loyal. On the other hand, at his last ever game a few months later, hardcore fans of his own club held up a banner that said, on the field you were a never-ending champion, but you lacked respect for those who made you rich. He'd only played 24 years for Milan. If he did lack respect for certain people, you could sort of understand why. It's absolutely crazy. His fans are fucking giving him shit in his last game. Can't believe that. One of the biggest one-club legends of all time. One of the greatest players of all time. Jesus. Fucking hell, Maldini's not good enough for you. Who is? Couldn't get over that when I read it. Lacked loyalty, was it? Lacked respect for those who made you rich. Was there massive wages or what? God. Did he treat the fans like shit off the field or something? Did he have no time for the fans? God, I fucking find that very hard to fathom. Absolute legend, that's what it was. Just find me full-back stats. Or a goalkeeper, please. Hitman, Sturgeon John. Yeah, fucking hell. Maldini's not good enough for you. Who is? Great Maldini. I wonder where he is in this game. Sure he's retired, is he coaching? He's still there. Another 5 years left in him. He's 40. Fuck, he's playing well now. Yeah, they've done his either foot. They're on the ball. Jesus, stats are outstanding. What's he on? 40 grand? 48 grand. Fans don't like that, Paulo. They'll remember that. When you leave. Proud to be playing. Hopes to remain at the club after his career's over. What a player. Just said I'm recommending these 2 donuts. Fucking hell. Very strange. Yeah, so I read a brilliant one about Seedorf as well. I actually talked about this one in the Total Football stream, because Seedorf was Dutch. Talked about that article. If you want to go back and listen to it, basically, there's a great story about him in the training ground with Steve McManaman. Fabio Capello was giving them a team talk of whatever system they wanted to play or how they wanted to do it. And they're all like, yeah, okay. And then they went out to practice it, and Sadar wanders up to McManaman, and then he's like, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that shit. You don't want to do it that way. You want to do it this way, and then pass the ball to me. And then just give me the ball, I'll get the work done. And he was always questioning coaches. He never got on with Capello. He was always questioning the coaches of why are we doing this? What's the point in it? I want to know the reason why. A lot of players just say, yeah, coach wants it done, you do it. Real dictatorship. This guy's real Dutch, as in why do you want me to do it? The guys at Milanello as well, the physios and their medical team really said about him, just don't have this guy in weights. He just put on muscle too easily. He's just an absolute beast. Could play anywhere, but Ajax, he played everywhere. He could play anywhere really. Played central defender in his youth teams, and he played defensive midfielder, attacking midfielder, everywhere. He always wanted to play in 10 position though. That was his big thing. He finally got that with Ancelotti then in this formation, got to do it, and he was able to drop deep then as well, win the ball. God, he was outstanding in this AC Milan team. He was really good to watch. But yeah, I didn't get on with he's 3 Champions League, 3 different clubs. He won with Real, Ajax, and this AC Milan team. Won a couple maybe with AC Milan. But didn't get on with Capello. Too rigid. I'm gonna find where it says oh yeah, and the Dutch public never liked the minor. They never really liked him. They thought he's just in there creating trouble. Really, thought he was a troublemaker really, because he was always arguing with blacks, the players' rights, the black players' rights. There was a big Suriname cohort, and the Dutch got black guys. A lot of them are descended from Suriname. So Edgar Davidson himself and Patrick Kluivert and these guys, they all thought he was kind of creating trouble. These guys, the other guys were rowing the boat or towing the line and say that was creating trouble, which was ridiculous. Wasn't true at all. Oh shit, was going for Clint Taylor there. I was looking at this guy. Can't spend 3 million on him. I'll look at him for the left back spot. He's really a central defender though, I think. Jeez, he's really good. Fuck it. Or maybe he is left back. Anyway, I can't afford it. Pity. Oh yeah, this is a bit here about Capello. So yet would say that joined Real Madrid after a year at Sampdoria. 5 years after they first tried to sign him, he took his psychobabble with him. Psychobabble, talking shit in the ground, thinks he knows it all. A polite and painfully well-meaning man, he did not imagine that it would upset anyone. When he tried to explain tactics during one half-time to Fabio Capello, the Real Madrid manager, Capello, tore off his jacket and chucked it at him, shouting, "If you know it all so well, you be the coach." I didn't say that now. I think Capello had to do in the dressing room. The last paragraph is the one where he says about the he's got a way he compares it to taking a shit. Players asked to take a shit. If I can find it. Oh yeah, so De Michelis said that the way football works is that if the manager tells the player to defecate in the corner of the practice field, everyone would oblige without asking questions, and only the bravest player would ask, "Certainly, mister, what colour should our shit be?" Only Sadaf would dispute the very principle of defecation. Football is not ready for him, but after a few more European Cups, recognition awaits as a psychotherapist or Prime Minister. So they'd all be taking a shit, he'd be like, why should we be taking a shit? The only guy to question it. Real Dutch, of course. The Dutch are always question tactics. It's in their nature. It's in their history. Crikey, these guys talking tactics. Right, let's get on with this. I'm talking psychobabble now. Right, geez, we have Collins back and gee, competition for places. Great to have him back. He can cover these two guys. Barson isn't Killiot there, is he? Did they put him in? He got an 8. Ronaldo, okay. Yeah, he's not. 6.91. Then he's 2 goals, 3 assists. Anyway, he's staying in there until he fucks up. Stoke at home, lads. Come on, keep going. 2 good wins in a row. Jeez, look at this. Bjarni Gudjansson. Right, stick on him like a stamp now, Talbot. You know what to do. Don't let him in there. Unmarked. Real spit in the face, giving Parlo a mark and roll, of course. We should not be doing that, really. get in, Bar. Somebody bury something for me. Yes, jeez, he's flying. Inzaghi. Wonder is he living offside as well? Done well. God, he's some man to stay offside at Inzaghi. Fuck. You know this fool is going to leave in his first shot. They did too though. First shot and goal. Still haven't they still have another shot and target. Victory. He's doing well. It's tiring though. It's tiring. Get Welsh in there after 20 minutes. Come on, as we need one to make sure of it. Who's that? Branston, was it? Yellow card. Yes, done well. He's a real point of attack there. The whole team's built around him. Well done, Victory. Barson's on a yellow. Let's get Collins in. Sufo's getting no run. Can't really. Just can't drop. Done well. Ball the run, not creating much though. Should pass him to death. All up, lads. Come on, lads, finish out the game. Get in? Oh, knock it off. Well done. 10 shots, 7 targets, 2 goals. Good stuff. Great, good ratings. Talbot, fuck, he's playing very well. He's playing well, so got him in there. And Barson. Oh, Neil Scally's gone as well. Someone snapped him up. It was not in Forest. It was West Ham. Fuck, not in Forest, sir. Running all around them. They've run good midfield, don't they? Gareth Williams. See there? There he is. Not getting his game either. Keep an eye on him. How much have they won in a row? Jesus, scoring goals like no tomorrow. Fucking hell. Hey, what's coming up? 3 fucking great wins. Brilliant. Yeah, West Ham, how much is he on? 5 grand. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. I just said no, I wouldn't go for him with Thompson and Talbot. We don't need third defensive midfielder really. Yeah, so he had an article on Seda, Maldini, he had an article on Kaka. That was pretty boring actually. The only interesting thing about that was Kaka only agreed to do the interview because he wanted to practice his English. And he had his English teacher there with him, kind of translating and helping with his English. But he must have been very close to moving to Chelsea at that stage. If he was practicing his English, I was wondering why is he practicing his English? Must be moving to the Premier League. But he ended up at Real Madrid then. He'd have been shite and Mourinho, no, Jesus, totally on Mourinho player. He was rubbish. He was poor again with Real Madrid anyway. That was a very disappointing move for a guy who won it all. Ballon d'Or, World Cup, Champions League, Serie A. One of the great players, Kaka was. That move just didn't work out at all. Whatever it was, Milan or the Real Madrid move didn't fit in. Real pious guy off the field. He is really religious, very sensible. Gattuso loved him. He used to be saying, not even good enough to touch his presence on the field. Gattuso was. But yeah, the Gattuso article, he had one as well. That was good enough too. But I never knew. Tried to celebrate when they won the World Cup. So on the 6th, tried to celebrate when you're on his jocks, his underwear, white underwear. Took off his shorts and started running around the stadium celebrating. FIFA got a hold of him and said, hey, put on your fucking shorts. He had some contract with an underwear company in Italy, like, so he's always used to try that, chances are. Try to run around in his underwear to get some PR, press, whatever, media, but it was great. The company said this guy is known as the ballsiest footballer in Italy. He's a really tough tackling player too, so really gutsy player. So they said, Jesus, let's get him in. Is saying, he's got big balls. He's got big balls, and he finds our underwear comfortable. Should be comfortable from anyone. It's a great idea, really. Get the ballsiest player in Italy. Get him as your underwear model. Right, can't change this where we're going. Will I drop Barsom? I'm fucking tired of him. Ah, nah, I played Nathan last game. I'm worried when I don't change things that the computer will just fucking come around and shove in your face. Oh, West Ham away. Come on, lads. It's a big one for us. Warren is back, is he? He is. Soldier. Sorry, no, lad. Squad's fit. I need to drop someone down. Too big, really. Weird. Actually, no, Matthews. Transfer listed anyway. Do the usual malarkey here. Rushed him. Come on in from me. Fuck's sake, let's sell him for 80. That goalie is just fucking sitting. What's he doing, like? Oh, he rejected it. I fuck him now. I put my faith in you, Williams. Look at that. Good in fairness. If you can just stop the first bloody shot, that's his big weakness. Right. Warren, Welsh, Sufo, Collins. These are great bench there now. So we're gonna come unstuck here, I think. Is that Liam Miller? Charlie Miller. He's good. DeCanio up front. He's given to these fancy boys now, lads. They don't like it up them. Pick up Miller. Same as you always do. Don't let him run in there and ruin us. They're attacking us. Well done. Hold up, lads, at half time. Alright. Whoa, still haven't got a shot on target. Still hasn't been tested. Alright, victory, what's going on with you now? 2 6s in a row. Moore. Lundy and Mahan. Keep going now, lads. We're playing better now. We're getting forward. Just get in, ball. None Williams, the boy. Right, you're out. I'm not going on with him. One of these guys has to go as well. Lundy. Attacking substitution. Not working. Ah, it's Canio, legend. Yeah, 4 shot to target. Fuck. Yeah, we kind of died in the second half, really. My attacking substitute didn't work at all. And I went for it. Run out. Williams, another goalie for the fucking 9. Who the hell is this guy? Midfield let me down because the man was on form. If we got him the ball. Fuck, get off. Anyway, they're right up there in playoffs, so that's the important one. That'll be the goal. Stick you on playoffs. GC's to fucking pulling away already. 5 points in it. They have game. Oh, we have a game in hand. Alright, okay. Don't panic yet. Don't panic yet. Yeah, I was looking up stuff about Perlo yesterday because I was looking for that quote he had in his biography. Famous one about the World Cup final. I wrote in his biography something like, was whatever, the final was like June 26th. Got up, played the PlayStation, had dinner, played the PlayStation, won the World Cup, went to bed. It was something legendary like that. Really just brushed under the carpet. No big deal, just won the World Cup. Really cool dude Perlo was. No big deal, I won the World Cup, no problem. But he, really cool dude in the pitch as well, his style of play. Football hipsters love him, his passing style, brilliant on the ball. Well, I want to give you man a run. My £1 million bloody waste of space. Victory, what am I going to do? In or out? Out. Rad's only okay. What's going on with him? And Barsom, tired of you as well. Coach is ringing the changes after that loss. Adolfo's tiring. He's our main man though. Captain Talbot. Charlton. So where do we start? The League Cup. 5. Come on, just win this one at home, lads. Fuck it, victory's good for you. Set pieces alright. It's Mahon, 17. Talbot's 15 at them. What's Lundy? 12. Talbot. Let's go. Kinsella, just Walker. That's good midfield. It's a good midfield. We should have the extra body in there though, lads. We should have 3 against 2 there. Oh, come on, Duff. Ah, jeez, bury it, lads. We're all over them. Jesus. Fucking killing them as well, Roy. Yeah. Well, they're just about in, I suppose. Fucking hell. Yeah, 50-50. Oh, I'm going to win the home games. Of course this guy's letting me down. Well, in Branston. Mahon, yellow card. Collins swinging 8. Come on, it's all 4. Fuck it. We're relying on you. Get in, ball. Ah, fuck. Bollocks. Root of the spot. Ah, fuck this guy now. Get him out. Again. Fuck it anyway. It's 2 games in a row now we haven't scored. Jeez, we were in a good run and all. Yeah, they're well better than us. Well, they're not well better than us, but they're better than us. Should have given your man a run. Suit forward, are you? Get in there. Get it in, lads. Come on. You know where the back of the net is. God, let's go for it all year. Ah, fuck. God, they're really beating badly in that one. Jesus, really dispiriting loss. Fuck's sakes. We had 10 shots to target, couldn't score. Who was the goalie? Glyn Thompson. It's the problem now, our goalies are getting them points, our guys in. Fuck all. Jesus, I'm sick of this guy. Yeah, Jesus, gets a couple of 8s and then just throws in a shite game. This fucker. I tried to get him free transfer. He's always free transfer start of the game, this guy. Pretty good. He wanted ridiculous wages though, and he went to these African crowd, 300 quid a week. Stupid shit. I was offering him like 800 a week. He wanted like 2.5 grand off me. Bollocks. It's a real gutting loss that is at home. Walker, yeah. Fuck it. Jeez, they're too bad. Well, the first one I don't mind because they're away. This one at home, really outclassed. It's a fucking idiot. Do that again now, you lose your week's wages. The second time we've got to warn you over this. What comment. Oh, I really have to get a goal. It's going to cost me promotion. It's going to cost me getting into playoffs. The goalkeeper is. Fuck's sakes. Oh, Gibbons interested. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it done. Good. This guy's good too. 31 not given. Way more expensive. 2.7 million. Alright. Good. Although I don't know, is he any great shakes in this game either? I don't know. Super goalie in real life. For a small guy, like one of the tallest for a goalie. Yeah, I'm going to read some of the quotes that from Perlo's autobiography. They have like top 5 quotes, top 12 or something. I'll read some of them anyway. So 12, and this article, 12 absolute sublime quotes from Andrea Pirlo's autobiography. So football versus sex is the first one. Already I'm interested. Alright, Shay, come on. And Jesus. Alright. Massive sign Anfi, but I'm no minimum fee release clause. Good. Williams, you put me through it. I have to do it. So being part of a team that belongs to everyone makes me feel good. A lot of the time, it's better than sex. It lasts longer, and if it falls flat, it can't be just your fault. Take someone like Cassano. He says he slept with 700 women, but he doesn't get picked for Italy anymore. Can he really be happy? I wouldn't be. That shirt with its Smurf-like blue gives you a whole new image across the world. Takes you to a higher level. Much better to be a soldier on the pitch than in the bedroom. Football better than sex. Big fan of PlayStation as well. He's on his love of FIFA. After the wheel, the PlayStation is the best invention of all time. And ever since it existed, I've been Barcelona. Apart from a brief spell way back at the start when I go Milan. Can't say with any certainty how many virtual matches I've played over the last few years. But roughly speaking, it must be at least 4 times the number of real ones. Given's in. Alright, it's going to be a big turning point in our season. We need to win the next game, lads. That's two losses in a row. Pirlo vs Nesta was a classic duel in our Milanello days. We get in early, have breakfast at 9, then shut ourselves in a room and hit the PlayStation until 11. Training would follow, then we'd be back on the computer games until 4 in the afternoon. Truly a life of sacrifice. Oh, some great fucking lines. Life of sacrifice. Oh yeah, on Roy Hodgson calling him a dickhead. It's a very good one. Luciano Castellini thought I was okay, while Roy Hodgson mispronounced my name. He called me Perla, a term used in Milan dialect, roughly translated as dickhead. Perhaps understanding my true nature more than the other managers. We went through 4 coaches that year in '99. I'd wake up in the morning and not remember who my coach was. That legend. Time we met Guardiola. Yeah, it's a long one. Really wanted to go to Barcelona because the style they played kind of fell through though. Guardiola tried his best to get him in. Milan wouldn't let him go. I wouldn't let him go either. Fucking hell, what a player. What's that one about? And FIFA and Barcelona collided. Thoughts on Pep. Oh, he's on about Gattuso. What a nutter he was off the field. So on Gennaro Gattuso attacked his teammates with forks. Fucking hell. You could see the red mist coming down, and he just wasn't able to hide it. We could tell what was coming, and so we commandeered all the knives. Gattuso would grab a fork and try and stick it in us. Some of us ended up missing games because of one of Rhino's fork attacks, even if the club's official explanation from the league for the game was one of muscle fatigue. So he's stabbing guys, nutter. Gattuso. AC Milan's lost Istanbul to that really harshly that game when they fucked away. Oh yeah, and Jersey Durek, this is a good one. I thought about quitting because after Istanbul nothing made sense anymore. The 2005 Champions League final simply suffocated me. To most people's mind, the reason we lost in penalties was Jersey Durek, that jackass of a dancer who took the mickey out of us by swaying in his line and then rubbed salt into the wounds by saviour spot kicks. I could hardly sleep, and even when I did drop off, I awoke to a grim thought. I'm disgusting. I can't play anymore. I went to bed with Durek and all his Liverpool teammates. And we scored a brilliant penalty against Italy, Panenka, or against England in the World Cup. Down the middle. Right, so we need a big changes here. I really do. Adolfo, you're out. You're fucking tired. Barson back in. When he starts Sufo, yeah, he scored 2 games done well. It's not good enough. Who else? This fucking asshole. I want to get a winger on the bench. Adolfo rested totally, so we can get a few crosses in at least. Second option, we can put him in here or there. Barnes. Get Victory back. I think Victory doesn't like getting forward, that's the problem. Oh, he's out, is he? No, he's not. I don't think that suit him, and that's why he's tiring as well. Suit and Duff. Anyway, that's what they did. Yankolowski and Kaka, they got forward. Come on, we need this win, lads. Stockport away. This is their 8th game, is it? Starting the League Cup. 3, 6, 7, 8. Alright, no. Jeez, we know 3 games, but hurry up. Soccer today. At 5 o'clock. Hurry up a bit. 5 aside. Come on, lads. Jesus. I never forgiven him. Fuck it. I'm spending the money on him. Slappy on the line. Super, come on. Jeff. Fuck it. Jesus. That fucking idiot again? Yeah. Oh no, he saved one. Jesus, we're in a real bad roll. Fuck, we're in a real bad run. Why didn't they give on the fucking team? Warren, of course, as soon as we got Warren in, starting losing games. He's gone now. Fucking sick of him. Jesus, what's going on, lads? We're not in the target. Fucking 2 shots from 3. Fucking jeez, I was so stupid now. Buying Given, not starting. Forgetting about him. Oh, Williams will never play for me again. Guarantee it. I get 1 back, lads. We were scoring bloody 3 games. Ah, fuck now. Shefki Kuki. Absolutely useless at Blackburn he was. Fuck now. What a bad run. A great start. Come on, get 1 goal at least, lads. Jesus, 3 games in a row without a goal. It's unheard of. These fucking donuts. Fuck's sakes. I'm sick of Warren. I'm gonna fucking discipline him in a dog shit he is. Absolute dog shit. Giving him enough chances. Letting Shefki Kuchi ruin you like. Jesus Christ, the subway is not good either. God, I really fucked up there. I really fucked up. Not fucking giving it. Board won't be happy this one. Oh God, it's hard to take. 4 fucking goals from 6 shots. We can't hit the target then. Oh, fucking hell, it's bad all around. He was useless too. Alright, you're getting fined. Sick of you. Can't do the 1 week, and you're getting 2 week fine. You're getting disciplined as well. And then Mike Bassett losing the head in the dressing room. You were playing shit too. Ever since they brought in Welsh. Rage in the dressing room. I can find this guy the way he's playing. Right, we've at least a League Cup game next, so we'll give guys a chance to get their place. That fucking dog shit performance. One of the worst ones I've ever had. 4-0. Poor for unfair. Marsh. Unfair. Got it right. Little bitchers. Right, little bitchers. Fucks. Jeez, we're going so well. Last 3 in the trot. 3 wins, is it? What happened? What happened? Yeah, we haven't scored, that's the problem. 3 great wins, 3 bad losses. This one's crucial now, a crew game. Get us back on track. Don't care about this one. This is crucial. Fucking home on Charlton. Shefki Kuchi, Jesus. Let him ruin the stack. Oh, right lads. Come on. Need to pick him up in the dressing room. Ah, Augustine. Jesus. Jesus, the actor must be poor in the club. It's points, yeah. Is he transfer listed? He is. Nobody wants him. Jesus, they're all bitching mad. Trying to force him out of the club. Yeah, I am. God, they're all bitching mad. Morale's are low. Jeez, we're not even at Christmas. We're not even halfway through the season. The morale's low. Alright, that's a chance now for somebody. Get on to reserves, you. And then put Williams in reserves, actually. It's a chance now, lads. Welsh, Soja, Rayside, Butler. This guy could be the guy, really, Butler. He might turn around for me. Muir, Thompson. Kakanga when they're in lift spirits. Barnes, Barsom, and Sufo. Stonebridge, Sufo, Renner, Williams, Victory, and Branston's unhappy. Oh, poor fella. More. 3 unhappy guys. 4 are all unhappy because I've been tough on them because we were bad. Can't take it. Oh, Shea Given against his old club. Come on, Given playing 9 now. Give him the 2 fingers. Jeez, we can't score. So we used up all our goals when we got 5 in the first game. Yes, I like Barnes. Why did I walk away from Barnes? Formation in the suit. I nearly put him in left back just to get him on the field. Real warrior. That's the shit. And he saved the first shot to start and I given. Williams would have left that in. Jesus, lads. Somebody has to stand up here. Take advantage of this. Sean Davis. Good team. And Dyer in midfield. What are they playing? Yeah, mind this guy, lads. He usually ruins me. Carl Course. This guy always scores as well. Lauren Robert against me. That's it, Butler. I knew we got to come standing up. Yes! Haha, Barnes again. Brilliant. Of course, again, we didn't need to win. We need to win the league games. Right side, injured. Stonebridge, well done by running the lines, running the channel. Get fucking Barnes, some other team now for Barnes. Yes, super win. Jesus, lads, couldn't be glad against Charlton. See, solid goalie, makes all the difference. They play an 8, boy. Not you, you fucker. Jeez, our backs are all good. Great performance, lads. And Soja and Barsom. Yeah, that's the next one I want to win, lads. The next one is the one. Let's win the next one. Crew, let's get back off the table. Crucial. I'll have a look at all these afterwards. The scouts. Off stream. So next one, yeah, that's the last one from the book. InvertingThePyramid. Next two then are ones after the book was published, so they're La Roja's next, False number 9. Some good stories for that one. Listened to Graham Hunter's podcast. It's pretty good, but he did a special there over lockdown because they had nothing to talk about. They did a special with the 2010 World Cup. He was living with the team. He was official FIFA press rep, so he's travelling around with the team in the same hotel. He got to stay with them and all, so he had all behind the scenes access. Of course, he wrote a book enough to make a bit of money for himself, but he did a podcast anyway, 10 episodes. 8 episodes, I think. They're all about an hour long, so it's really detailed. He's not finished it yet, actually, still doing it. But a load of stories in it. So I'll keep the stories for that episode. That's next, I think. Alright. Hard to drop these guys. Come on, victory. What am I going to do? Should I put Barnes back there? Let's get Barnes in the field. No. Butler has to play anyway. Branson, I'll give you a second chance. I need more on Lundy and Mahan as well. They haven't had a great stream. I'm going to put Barnes there. Talbot. What's Thompson doing? Ah, Jesus, get Thompson in there. Look at him. Look at this. The 8s. 1 assist in 2 games. More of a passer, of course. Good man beside him, Talbot. Is that too defensive? No, let's get Mahan in. Fucking hell, Mahan. Jesus. What's he doing? God, he's doing nothing either. Yeah, let's get Talbot in. Dalfo. Barsom or Collins? Collins. Dunwell. Sufo. Barsom. Eck. Gonna cover the midfield for me. Soja. Williams. It'd be crazy to change the team to beat Newcastle, but anyway. Has to be done. Come on, lads. We want to win this one. Have to get back on track. Bullman. Come on, Given, same again. Arthur No Hair's playing. Get in. jeez, get the ball in the net, lads. Penalty? Yes, what's Branson taking for? Madness. Get another one, come on. Yes. Goals are drying after done well. That's the problem. He's not scoring. Fuck you, Arthur. Yeah, he's really good in the air, that fella. Goodness. Come on, lads. Fuck, this is a dogfight. We're getting chances, right? Yeah, 50-50. Come on, Duff. And Barnes. Not suiting him there. Yeah, get Eke can again. See if it'll suit him. Start fucking linking up with Duff there now. He's playing poorly as well. Come on, really want to win this one. Ah, fuck! One Lafson. That guy. Come on, lads. This is a disaster. Shit's sake. 10 shots, 8 in target. Come on, done well. Gotta get me a goal. Fuck it. We have to win this. Come on, Barson, we need you. Yeah, a few more shots in target than them. Calden. Yeah, he's not too bad in this. Come on, get in. Come on, Dunwell. Ah, fuck! Bollocks! I was like 2-0 up. Oh, God, we need to win our home games. Fuck. Really bad on the farm at the moment. Jeez, we used a good performance for bloody Newcastle game. Maybe I'm picking the wrong players. Ah, fucking hell, like. 14-12, you want to score 2 goals. 8, give him playing 8. Fuck you, Duff. Fuck. Couldn't score, like. Done with the 2 assists. Fucking gut over that now. Fucking sliding down the table. Oh, it's hard to take that one. 2-0 up, like. How did Arthur get on? 7. Oh, we really needed to win there, like. Not a good stream. We started so well, I can't get over it. I thought we were going to walk it though. We started 3 wins. 3 losses, then they didn't score. Fuck. They haven't won the league in 4 games. Ah, Straught now. Really disappointed with that. Really disappointed. First stream I've been really disappointed with Noel. Fuck. Alright, shit, let's leave it at 14th. We're falling way off playoffs now even. We've 2 games in hand though. We've been shafted the fixtures because we were 2 ahead at one stage. 2 behind. Now we're going to play Russia games again. We've got fixtures. If we win both, and then we'll be back in playoffs. We won't win where we're going though, not where we're playing. Fucking hell. Alright. Tomorrow. I won't be back on tomorrow. Actually, where I am in the next couple of days, the internet's poor. I'll be back on Thursday, maybe. Thursday or Friday. La Roja, the Reds. Spain 2010. False, number 9. Yeah. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Disappointing result there at the end. I'll see y'all maybe Friday. I'll put up Twitter now and then, man, if anyone's interested. Right, see you tomorrow. No, Friday.